That man name. Let's talk about LaVar Ball versus the Becky with the blonde hair. And it's LaVar Ball, not Bell, Yahoo News. Get that man name right or put some respect on his name. I don't say it at all. But you saw the exchange. LaVar Ball went on, I don't know the dude's name, show. And the dude who stays, LeBron. Every time you see a clip on Facebook, he's talking about LeBron. His show. But I remember when his co-host made a statement that, if he wants to do this or he wants to do that, he needs to market to women. And I'm thinking, who are you, little entitled bitch, you? And I get what he's saying, what she was saying in context. She also said that I wouldn't wear a shirt with the BBB brand on it. Like, I'm like, alright, whatever. But I'm like, that's kind of some entitlement ass shit. Like, you think the world revolves around you. Now, granted, like I said, she's correct. Women account for 85% of consumer spending. More often than not, when women go, they do the shopping, take the kids to the mall and whatnot. But the idea that in order for little white kids and little black kids or whatever who want to buy that sneaker, the moms need to be enticed to buy it, that's not true. When you go to the mall, Foot Locker, Finish Line, whatever, I don't, because they don't ever have my size there. The moms aren't coming there with LeBron or Jordan jumpsuits on and a pair of J's to go buy their sons these sneakers. So, in theory, she's correct. If you want to make money, you brand the women. At the same time, you don't have to market a sneaker to women that is not specifically targeted to them. And I respect the fact that LaVar Ball said that, you know what, I don't care how many I sell. The premise here is for me to have my own brand for my boys, and that's it. If you buy them, you do. If you don't, you don't. His son seems to stand by his dad, and that is what it is. Would I rather have my own brand coming into the league rather than making millions off of someone else's putting their name and me wearing a shoe? Honestly, I would rather have my own brand. That's some different stuff. But her saying I wouldn't rock it, I know that it made me feel some type of way when she said it, because I'm like, bitch, he ain't trying to market it to you. He already said that. He already said he don't care how many shoes he sells or how much clothes he sells. He's trying to do something for his family. It's not, you're making an argument that he's not making. He's not going to compete with Nike and Adidas and all that. That's understandable. Even if he did believe that, we all know that's not true. I can dig him when he says that he's trying to build something for his own family, and I can respect that. But this chick did what a lot of women do in the media. We saw this during the election when Trump said Rosie O'Donnell was a fat pig because she attacked him first. The media, white liberals, black liberals, all played the woman card. Oh, he's attacking women. No, he attacked Rosie O'Donnell, fat ass, because she came at him. Same thing with Megyn Kelly. Him and Megyn Kelly had beef. And he said some stuff about her bleeding from her orifices and all this other nonsense. But they had beef. But what people do is they make it about the gender or whatever. She did the same thing. He wasn't even talking to her, wasn't even looking at her. The dude asked, how many shoes did you sell? She goes, how many? He's like, yo, I'm not talking to you. Then you hear the rebuttals. You hear Jason Whitlock. This dude, which he admitted, he said, like, I'm a clown. I'm a funny dude. I don't mind him coming at me personally, because I do that. She tried to throw in fat people because that's what women do when they're losing an argument or they feel uncomfortable. They got to add other people to the conversation just so they can go in on them too. Oh, you hate women. Like, no, he said he don't like you because you hating on his clothes. That was it. Don't make it about all women. Make it about you and him. See, I could respect a woman who can go toe-to-toe in that space and clap back. I can't respect the female who jumps back and plays the victim and tries to throw everybody else in the ring with it. Oh, Nike and Under Armour would never work with you because you hate women. These motherfuckers work with kids in sweatshops. Like, what morality do they have? Like, you trying to make them seem like they're some type of a better people because they'll market their products to women to make money. Because they'll make you feel good with advertisements at the end of the day, their sneakers come from women and children in other countries. So for them to make billions of dollars. So I'm like, that's not really an argument. Oh, they love women, so they would never work with LaVar Ball. Like, then you saw Jason Whitlock, and he comes on acting like a little bitch. As much as he complains about people being liberal and victimization, all these kind of conservative talking points he throws out there, for him to get on and say it was rude, it was sexist. If someone did that to me, wouldn't look me in the eye, I would think it was racist. Like, first of all, don't nobody owe you eye contact. If you're doing an interview with somebody and they don't want to respect you and give you eye contact, you end their interview. It's that simple. Ain't no, I'm going to tell because you won't look in my eyes. That was all bullshit. Now you want to make the man a sexist, a misogynist. You look at all the articles, that's all you see. Like, no, the Becky with the blonde hair played the victim. She clapped at him, he clapped back. She didn't like it, which she's probably not used to. If you want to be in a male-dominated space like that, especially in sports, you got to be able to have thicker skin. It's just that simple. She's no victim. Jason Whitlock playing that, it don't even make any sense. Because he's constantly complaining about the victimization of people all the time, particularly black folks. So you to cape for this Becky is funny. The host of the show, he got bitched on his own show. He was scared. He redirected, changed the conversation for a moment before he brought it back. He didn't say what he said on that show, but they did another clip where they did a rebuttal and talked about, you know, how did y'all feel about that segment with him on there? But he goes in on, it was disrespectful, it was rude, it was mean. Humans owe you eye contact. Don't nobody owe you shit. Especially if they feel as if you threaten them or you hating on their brand or something they're trying to build, something they're trying to do. And I look at it like this, right? I know I can hear the knee-jerk reactions in the background from black women, like, but his wife is white. I can hear that. I can hear it. They're not saying it yet, but I can hear it. I don't really care about all that. But what I think is interesting is you got a brother who's on TV, unapologetic, not made for TV, loose cannon, not scripted, off the cuff, kind of like the person who we elected as president. And people don't like that. People not used to that. Steve Harvey put out a memo where he said, yo, I need my space. I ain't time. And you got Dr. Boyce Watkins talking about he sounds like a prick. You got Yvette Cornell. He's an asshole. I'm like, the man just said he needs his space. He don't want people running up on him anymore. He got 5 jobs. And then Yvette Cornell goes on to say, Iron, if you don't have a problem with that memo, you're an asshole. Then this man, being like a lot of black men do, he bitched out talking about, okay, he could have said it differently. No, Steve Harvey's memo was fine. He wanted his space. I'm not even offending the man, but it doesn't even seem that deep. He don't want people running up on him. He want people to conduct interviews and conduct business the proper way. Don't be ambushing them. You better come down. That's an asshole move. These people helped you. Yeah, it still can be order and a foundation and things to do the things the right way. So, you know, he can have his own time. Irony did go on to say is like, well, the only thing I don't like is that he's leaving from Chicago to LA. And he's not, and it's like 80 people who not coming with him. And I'm like, that's a valid argument. However, how many people realistically can just pick up and leave their family, their kids, their spouses, a sick parent, whatever, and just move to LA, which is a very competitive market, very expensive to live in. And the things that they're doing, they have people over there doing that a dime a dozen. I'm saying, like, I get the argument, but how realistic is it that someone take an entire staff, the other half of the country? Is it even the income enough to sustain them or not? So I don't. A valid argument, valid question to ponder about, a good critique, but I don't know how realistic, how many of those people can actually go and move over there in the first place. But nevertheless, everybody's in talking about he's a prick. You can't. I respect it. Any black man being unapologetic, don't give a fuck, and just say what they need to say, despite the backlashes, because there's gonna be backlashes. It's going to be boycotts. It's going to be people trying to rearrange the words of what you said. That happens. I'm tired of seeing black dudes say what they want to say, and then 10 minutes later they're apologizing. You know, the apology tour of black men. That's all we do. So, and I would think Boyce would have respected that, but Boyce is kind of a petty dude. So, watch his critiques, who he comes at. He's kind of petty. I saw that more when he was instigating the whole Roland Martin and Tyreek Nasheed thing. And no, the Boule Bird, him too. He was going off, talking about he supports LaVar Ball. My bad, Yahoo News fucked me up. But he's like, this interview is just stupid. He should have never came to the reporter like that. Like, she should have never came at him. She was instigating him, and he clapped back at her, and she couldn't deal with it, and she played victim. It's just that simple.
He looks terrified whenever he's talking. He looks genuinely afraid. Well, I don't think LaVar would let him do that. I honestly think LaVar will have to approve of any girl that comes into his life.
A few moments later.
Have you sold any shoes yet?
Yeah, I've sold a good amount to me.
How many?
Stay in your lane. Anyways,
I'm just curious.
I don't even worry about her over there. Every time she scares me to death.
Kind of disrespectful.
She said she's like now.
I'm just trying.
Leave me alone.
So she's a reporter. Her job is to probe.
She can report to whoever she wants behind her. I'm talking to you, Colin.
Well, what is your problem with me?
Hey, my problem is you are a hater.
Why am
I would never wear a big baller shirt. With all due respect, you're a great reporter, just not reporting on me.
I didn't say it was offensive.
Yeah.
I just said, if you want to, work with Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour to maybe have something that appeals to women.
I'm not friends with her. I don't even see that. I don't even see it. I don't want to talk about all that. Next.
Well, you're going to have women who like your brand.
Yeah, if you have a women's company.
They wouldn't want to work with you anyway because you don't respect women, so.
She's after you today.
Oh, I don't respect women, but I'm the one that's married. I'm good. Well, she can say what she wants. She's trying to put it. I never disrespect women. But I tell you what, if you act like that, guess what? Something's coming to you.
Are you threatening me?
Oh, see how she tried to turn the words? I would never threaten you.
You said something's coming to me.
I don't know what it is. I'm not a psychic.
Oh.
His son looks like a robot, and his father looks like the total man in the family. I'm out on LaVar Ball. I think he's a problem for this kid, and it seems like he's just daddy's little boy, a little robot who's completely controlled by his father.
Like I said, and going back to Whitlock, I don't think he can comment on anything but snacks.
Now, that's a little harsh.
It's going to be harsh because he want to be harsh on me.
So you disrespect women and people for their weight?
No, that's what you say. I didn't say nothing about no weight.
No, you just said that to me.
Like I told her, I'm not even worried about you.